Hello.
Hi.
We just got back from Disney vacation.
Yesterday. Actually, yeah.
And we've been watching Disney hauls for literally a year and a half.
Yeah.
We wanted to make one. So
obviously, we got the really, we did the Disney thing and got the really goofy hats.
Literally a goofy hat.
Yeah, the Sorcerer Mickey hat, and you got the goofy hat.
They were both $24.95.
And they were, everywhere. I got this one at the Big Top at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I think
they were everywhere.
I got this one in Tomorrowland. It's just the big Tomorrowland store.
Yeah, but like I said, you can get these anywhere.
We should probably preface this by saying that we saved for literally ever for this. So
Disney may be expensive, but if you put aside money every time you get paid, all that, it is doable and you can do it. So let's start off.
The budget for Disney.
Yep, budget for Disney. Yep. So let's just start out with all the stuff. We saved the receipts. So what we did learn from watching all these hauls is that we like to know what the prices are and where we got them. So we saved the receipts, and we're going to tell people where we got them. So hopefully this will be able to help you out when you're planning your next Disney vacation.
And this is in absolutely no particular order because I don't have time for that in my life. We started off, I know I saw in a video about the new stuff you can go to at Disney Springs that they have a Design-a-Tee shop and you can make your own Disney t-shirts. So we knew we wanted to do that. And these were both $26.95. I don't think it matters what size you get based on the price.
No.
Or the design, really. But we got Cheesy Vacation t-shirts. I got Pluto, and he got the Toy Story characters.
So I'm a big Toy Story fan.
I will say, as a pro tip for Disney, if you know you're going to be meeting a t-shirt, if you know you're going to be meeting a character that is on your t-shirt that day, wear your t-shirt that has the character on it.
For sure.
Because we were in line to meet Pluto, and he was about to go on break, and they let us meet him even though we were supposed to be having to wait another 20 minutes because I had Pluto on my t-shirt.
And we met Woody and Buzz at Hollywood Studios when I had this shirt on, and it just helps with the interaction process that we did.
Yeah, if you're awkward when talking to characters like me.
And I'll just point at your shirt, and then they'll do all of it for you. Character interactions are really the best. We met so many characters, we didn't even plan on it.
If you walk around and you don't know where you're going, chances are you're going to run into a character. And the lines are not as long as they make you think they're going to be unless you're meeting like Cinderella or one of the girls from Frozen.
Yeah.
So if you have like 10 to 15 minutes and you want to meet a character, do it because it's awesome.
And do it. Like we met Rapunzel and Cinderella right after Wishes the fireworks. And that's when most people leave the park. So if you're, we
literally got right in.
Yeah, there's no wait, and because we were the only people there, they could interact with you longer, and it's more enjoyable. So if you like staying up late, wait till after the fireworks, and you can probably ride as many rides as you want, meet as many characters as you want.
Yeah, we were like the only people on the carousel at that time. This next thing we got is a Hollywood Studios blanket.
One of our favorites.
We got this in, I think... It's almost like the Emporium of Hollywood Studios. Wow, you see why I scribbled all over my hand. It's literally on, if you go in, it's on like the left side.
Right, I think it's right when you first get in Hollywood Studios. When you go to the right, go to Sunset Boulevard, which is where the Tower of Terror Rock and Roller Coaster is. Before you turn on to Sunset, it's Hollywood Boulevard, and it's on the left.
I don't remember
you see a big Pluto, I believe, and it's in that store.
It literally spans the entire length of the... Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of different shops, but it's all one shop, and it spans the entire length of that particular road.
And now that the Streets of America and the Backlot is closed at Hollywood Studios, they're really the only stores now in Hollywood Studios, right? When you first walk in and on Sunset. Yes, they are. They're very
packed. Don't have a big person there because you'll run into people. Okay, so we got this, and I'm not going to undo it, but you can see on this picture, maybe, if it'll focus, it's Mickey, and then it has the droids from Star Tours, Buzz Lightyear from the Buzz Lightyear ride, and then up at the top is the Maleficent Dragon for Fantasmic, and then you have the Rock and Roller Coaster.
And Mickey's in the middle with a movie reel camera.
Yeah, and it's super fuzzy and super soft, and like I said, it was, where is that? $36.95. I think this was probably one of the more expensive things we bought, but we went into this knowing we wanted a blanket, so
we were in the market for one, exactly.
Didn't care. We were in the market for a fuzzy blanket.
To add to our million blanket collection that we already have.
It's for real. And we got this in the
World of Disney. Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disney Springs, Downtown Disney, whatever you want to call it. You could get 2 of them, but I only wanted 1. But it's an oven mitt.
The Mickey hand oven mitt.
And it is $12.95. I know it's white, and I'm aware of them going to get stuff all over it, but it was too cute to not buy. And so I needed it in my life. Along that same line, we got these little Mickey bag clips that are also magnetic. And they clip on like you have to have a bag of chips you rolled up, and then Mickey holds it on there for you.
Mickey invaded our kitchen.
Literally. It's $6.99 for these, which actually isn't bad for a Disney Parks item. You'll find that some of the things are a little overpriced, but
that's Disney. It's
occasionally you find something and you're like, oh yeah, well now I definitely want to buy that.
Yeah, it's part of the experience. And if you're planning ahead, going into it knowing that it's going to be expensive, then you get the things that you need.
I would absolutely make a list of the things that you want, so you don't buy something you don't need.
And we figured this out the hard way. We're going to go through some of the stuff later that we figured this out. But if you see something that you want, get it. Because, I might see it at some other stores. And you might, but if you do see it, get it. Because you don't know if you're going to find it somewhere else.
Yeah, I definitely did that with some Star Wars things.
I
was like, Hollywood Studios is going to have all the Star Wars stuff I need. But actually, Disney Springs and the Emporium at Magic Kingdom, there were a few things that I wanted that I didn't get because of that. These are men's dress socks that have little hidden Mickeys all over them. And they were $12.95. We got this at the same store that we got the blanket at.
Yes.
We just kind of went in for a second trip.
Yeah, I got a new job and I needed some more dress socks. So I figured might as well just have take Mickey with me to work, you know?
Yep, reppin'. And this is also from that same store. I might just try and grab all the things we got from there, but it's a set of magnets that have different Hollywood Studios related things on them, like, that is a little bright. I believe this is the Tower of Terror. You can see here, maybe if I scoot it back a little bit. Maybe not. There we go. The Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Buzz Lightyear, the Phantasmic Dragon, the droids from Star Tours, and there's just Mickey with a little clapboard. These were $14.95, but you get 6 magnets. And some of the magnets you get at Disney World, like if you get the really fancy ones, can be like $10.
So I think that was a good deal, because if you divide $14.95 by 6, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, plus tax.
And they're super cute. And some of them, the really big ones that you would pay $10 for, I feel like are just going to fall off my fridge, because it's a huge magnet with a tiny little thing to hold it onto your fridge. This is one of the things that we knew we wanted going in. It's a Disney Parks behind the scenes.
We looked forever for it, and we finally found it in the last store in Hollywood Studios on our last day we were at Disney.
It was a store called The Dark Room, and I believe it's where you can pick up frames and things and pictures that you've got taken.
Right when you walk in the Hollywood Studio, first store on the right.
And
really easy to find.
It was literally, I think, almost like the second to last one.
Yeah.
And this was $19.99, and it says over 5 hours, I think. Yeah, over 5 hours of footage on this. So. And
you might be able to find this on the Shop Disney Parks app. We haven't been able to look at that.
Because we can't get that on our phones because we have Android.
Yeah, you know.
But if you are bored when you come back from vacation and you're missing Disney, I'd get something like this because it just goes behind the scenes of everything. I think it even goes behind the scenes on cruise ships and things like that.
Anything and everything Disney.
I got this at the big World of Disney store in Downtown Disney. I am a huge, huge, huge Lion King fan, and they actually don't have that much of the Renaissance memorabilia.
The Renaissance movies being the ones in the 90s, from The Little Mermaid to Tarzan, because we're nerds.
Yeah, and we grew up with them. And
we did grow up with them.
I love The Lion King, and I have absolutely... I'm an adult, and I don't necessarily need this t-shirt, but I needed this t-shirt. You'll know when I show it to you. They had these in the different villains, but this is Scar from The Lion King, and how cool is this?
Isn't that so cool? Yeah.
I was gonna wear it in the park, but it's like black on the bottom, and I didn't want to roast in it.
We thought about having her wear the Scar shirt when we met Rafiki in Adventureland in the Magic Kingdom.
Scare him. He tried to steal our banana chips. Cool character interaction.
Yes.
He tried to steal our banana chips until we told him they were healthy, and then he wanted no part of that.
Yeah.
This was $32.95. T-shirts you'll find are gonna be a little
really,
pricey.
yeah, really hit or miss on the prices. Some are $32, some are $24.95.
You're gonna be spending $20 to $30 to get a T-shirt. That's why we made our own initially, and anything after that was just I have to have this T-shirt. That's why it pays to budget when you go to Disney.
Yeah, if you see something you absolutely have to get it.
And this we got from that same store. This was, I believe it was
I think it's $24.95. That's about the basic T-shirt price you're gonna find. Now we got this. Didn't we get this in Disney Springs?
Yep, it's the same store we got that.
Okay, but this was also in. I know I saw this in the Emporium in the Magic Kingdom.
It's pretty much everywhere. Like your resort gift shop, if you stay on property, will also have this. But it has the Magic Kingdom Castle, the Epcot Ball, Hollywood Tower Hotel, and the Tree of Life, and it has the year on it and everything. And it's just a cool shirt. It doesn't necessarily scream Disney World.
Yeah.
And so we thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And it's good quality.
It is a good quality shirt.
Everything that you're going to find clothing-wise is good quality. Just make sure, if you are not sure of your size, that it says pre-shrunk.
Yeah. Look and see if it says pre-shrunk. And also, we're finding that a lot of the shirts at Disney do run a little bit big and long.
Yeah. I usually wear like a medium. I'm a small at Disney. This...
Oh, there's a story behind this one. I'll hold this one up.
This we got at the Marketplace Co-op. It was $36.95.
I also saw this one at. I don't think I saw it at the Emporium, but I know I saw it at Hollywood Studios.
Was it at Hollywood Studios?
I believe I saw it there. Yes.
I think it was at the Emporium also, though.
It may have been there too.
So you can get this other places, but we got this in the Marketplace Co-op. And it says Jungle Cruise, and we actually got complimented on this while we were. He was wearing it while we were walking through Adventureland, and one of the ladies was like, "Oh my gosh, where do you get this shirt?"
And this is part of the brand. Is it 28th in Maine, 29th in Maine? I can't remember.
28th, I believe.
28th in Maine.
But it does have like a faded look to it, and it had a tag on it that we were just like, "Yeah, we don't need this on because he's gonna wear it." Turns out the tag says, "Please wash before wearing, or you will turn blue."
I was walking around the Magic Kingdom, and obviously we had our sunscreen on. We were spraying. It was a warmer day out because it's Florida.
He was sweating.
I was sweating.
His armpits turned blue.
I was like Violet in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was starting to turn blue, and so we had to run to the Emporium and get me another shirt, which was a great shirt. But just know, though these shirts are really awesome, that they do have a tendency to dye your arms whatever color they are. So it makes for a fun story. And it took forever to get that blue off. And this is the shirt we actually ended up getting. This
we got at the Emporium. I believe it was $32, $34.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
But this actually, it's like relief. Like it has like a texture to it if you can see. It's super cool.
Because you have to get a Mickey shirt when you're at Disney.
Yeah. It was kind of a necessity at that point. Otherwise, he was going to...
That was the shirt I got when I turned blue, and I just had to have a new shirt. But it wasn't a waste of money. It's a great shirt.
We got this one at the Big Top...
The Big Top Gifts, I think,
I think it's over by the Dumbo ride in New Fantasyland.
It's in the New Fantasyland near Storybook Circus.
Yeah. And it just says Walt Disney World. I believe this was probably around like $25.
Something like that, yeah. We couldn't find the receipt for this one for some reason, but I think it's around $24.95.
This one is actually not like fully cotton, so if you're buying this one, it's like mostly polyester, so it's going to be more true to size, and it's super comfy and super cute, and really lightweight, which is nice, because I don't like wearing polyester when it's
And you need some lightweight shirts when you're in really hot Florida. Luckily, the weather there was really nice.
It only rained one day while we were there, and that was the day.
And that was the day we were leaving. It literally rained all day, and it was the day we were leaving. So I'm like, we got lucky.
Pro tip: it did rain twice while we were at the parks. Only once did we need our ponchos. Buy the ponchos from the dollar store that are only $1. Otherwise, you're going to spend $20 or $10 or whatever it is for a Disney poncho.
And though the ponchos look cool, and they have Walt Disney World with the Mickey and then all the areas on it, if you do want one of those ponchos, that's perfectly fine. But we're like, nah, let's just get the dollar store ponchos.
And so we were able to just put them on and walk out, and people were like, "Where did you get those? Where did you get those?" And we were like,
Dollar Tree.
The dollar store.
You cannot get them here.
And so everybody's flooding the stores trying to get ponchos, and we were just walking around perfectly fine.
And since you're allowed to bring stuff into the parks, like you could bring snacks, you could bring, bottled water or whatever, we had a little bag that we just carried around with us with the ponchos in there and carried all of our receipts. Sunscreen, exactly.
Autograph book.
And so when the rain started while we were eating dinner at the Starlight Cafe, so we're like, let's just pop out those ponchos. We went right over to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, which is not too far from there.
Yeah. Also, try and find an indoor ride at that point because, you're not going to have time to do anything else if it's pouring rain.
If you're super cheap, which I totally get, if you have a trash bag and want to cut some holes in it for
real
for sleeves, it'll do the same purpose.
Yeah. I was like, we could have done that also. This is my hat. We got this at the Enchanted Grove cart.
Love this hat.
We were literally walking past it, and I wasn't planning on stopping.
Where
and
is
then
that
I
cart?
saw this hat. It's over. It's like if you're just about to turn to go to Tomorrowland. It's we saw this right before we met Merida.
Okay. Yep.
And so it's in the area behind the castle to the right if you're looking at it and heading to Fantasyland/Tomorrowland. That was very complicated. These you can find almost at every hat cart.
Yeah.
They have it in the pink, and it has a little pink
I think I
stripe
saw some
right
in
here.
some of the stores too.
And they have it in navy blue. This was $19.95, which isn't bad for a Disney hat.
And since you're a runner, that serves a great purpose for you.
And it's a light color.
Yes.
And so you're not going to be roasting in your hat.
Can we zoom in on that and maybe see if it's pink?
Yeah, it's
there you go.
Really cute. I loved it. Let's see here. This
more goodies.
From
this is gorgeous.
Haul. I saw this in a haul, and I knew I wanted it. And it is this. It's like where you can keep all your things that won't fit in your photo album.
There we go.
And it has a place to put a picture here. It says wishes, and it has the castle. And you can just stick this in your bookshelf. And it just opens up, and you can put any goodies that you want souvenirs for. Like, it's magnetic, you can tell. We have our I'm Celebrating pin here because my husband got a new job, and so we are celebrating that. All our park maps. This I got at the Star Wars launch bay for $9.99, guys. You can get your name.
This is a steal, I tell you.
You can get your name in Arabish, which is a Star Wars language, I guess. I don't know that much about the languages of Star Wars.
You are a Jedi Master.
I'm a Jedi Master now, and this was only $9.99, which a lot of the Star Wars stuff, unless you're getting T-shirts, is going to be pretty pricey. So that was
on those pins, she got Jedi Master because she is one. But you can pick, like, if you want to be from a certain planet. Like if I got one, I'd get one from Coruscant. You can get one from Tatooine.
And you can be a Sith Lord or
Sith Lord, exactly.
Mine says Star Wars. You can get one that says Star Tours.
Exactly. So you can. When you go there, they give you a paper. You can choose what you want, and you can have a lot of choices. And it's all $9.95.
Takes like 5 seconds to make.
Yeah.
And on the inside of this is another picture, and then you can write stuff in here, like when you took your trip and things like that. It's really cool. I knew I wanted it. It was, let's see,
we got
$19.95.
We got this in Disney Springs?
Yes, Disney Springs in the Art of Disney store. It has like a bunch of picture frames, and then it has the art over on the other side.
If you're staying on site at a Disney resort, and you get off the bus stop, you're going to have, where we made those T-shirts, the first things we show, that store is going to be right there on your right. The Art of Disney store is going to be the next store right on the right, if you're taking Disney transportation.
Also, another tip, you can literally walk through one store into another. We went out and then went back in, and we were like, oh, we could have just walked through.
Yeah, a lot of those stores are connected together at Disney Springs.
Another thing I got at Downtown Disney, Tangled is my favorite movie, and I wasn't, like, I'm not even going to say a little disappointed. I was disappointed that there wasn't as much Tangled merchandise.
But we got the meat Rapunzel, so that was nice.
They have some stuff for, like, little girls and stuff like that, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And the lantern scene is actually my favorite, and so I got this in the Wonderground Art Gallery in Disney Springs. It was in
right next to the Art of Disney store. Oh, it was in the co-op.
It was in the Marketplace co-op.
I'm sorry,
and this was $24.95.
The same place we got that Jungle Cruise T-shirt, the Marketplace co-op.
And it's just a really cool piece of art that has the lanterns in it. It's my favorite scene. It makes me cry every single time. And you can just hang it up. I don't know if I'm going to hang it up or if I'm going to put like a little easel underneath it, but it is gorgeous and I had to have it. And they wrap everything up really nice for you. It came in this.
Yeah, and Disney Springs is huge.
Paper.
We only got into the actual marketplace section. They have a west side.
You could spend all day.
Yeah, you could spend all day.
We were only going for like a few hours that night.
A couple hours, right.
We had just gotten there that day. For scrapbooking purposes, I got these, I think, at the Emporium.
I believe you did, yeah. The Emporium at Magic Kingdom on Main Street.
They're a sticker book, and it contains 100 stickers. And they're all Disney Parks related stickers. So they have like the Tree of Life.
They have that the scene from Tangled you really like in there too. They do have that Tangled scene.
They have the castle. They're really cool if you are scrapbooking and you need to have stickers that are relevant as opposed to just
how much were those?
Walmart. $6.95.
That's still not bad.
And for 100 stickers, no, it's not. And they have one thing that kind of makes me sad though is they have the Eiffel Tower, which they actually don't.
They just
have
took that down at Hollywood Studios
anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool that was able to get that before they stopped making those now. And I got this Goofy because I love Goofy.
She loves her Goofy, that's for sure.
At the Big Top where we got one of those other shirts.
Where I got this hat.
And that hat. It is right next to Storybook Circus. Mm-hmm. And this was $16.95. They had like the regular Goofies you could get, but this is like
the classic Goofy. Isn't that like Steamboat Willie Goofy? Or around there? Around there, yeah. And he has Velcro hands, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with him. But isn't he just so cute? She loves her stuffed animals, that's for sure.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I only got like 3. So
that is pretty impressive.
Almost got a Sorcerer Mickey, but I didn't. So maybe next time? I don't know. Speaking of stuffed animals...
Sorcerer Mickey's our favorite Mickey.
I got...
You've freaked out when you found this.
When I show you what this is, you will understand if you are a fan of like the Pixar movies. This was from Up, and it was at the store. The
World of Disney store, the biggest Disney store in the history of Disney stores at Disney Springs. It's basically like a Disney department store.
Yeah, and he was $16.95, and it is Doug, and he is wearing the cone of shame.
She saw him in the plush section at
I literally
the store,
went like this and went
across the room.
Cone of shame?
This was, I think, the first thing you got.
Yeah, and I felt like a complete child walking around just like this.
It's Disney. Everyone feels like a child. It's okay.
It's actually removable, so you know.
You can take the cone of shame off
if you want him to be free. Look how chubby and fat and cute he is. Yeah. Right. So that was one of my first purchases there. No regrets. Look how cute that is.
You never regret a purchase at Disney World.
Well, you know. We got this, again, another thing that I knew I wanted from a haul. It says Bonjour Mouse, but that's not the name of the store. It's called Village Gifts, and it is over by Gaston's Tavern
Bonjour merchandise.
In New Fantasyland. And it is called The Beast Within, and it is the story of the Beast before Beauty and the Beast from his perspective.
Which is awesome.
They have this one, and then I know they have another version, which is The Witch from Snow White, but I'm not a huge Snow White fan.
I'd probably read it.
But I'm really excited to read this because I like to read. And if you look,
we like Beauty and the Beast a lot,
this is a gorgeous picture. Mm-hmm. But then if you look on the inside... This is him as the normal human.
Prince Adam, yeah.
Yeah, and I knew I wanted that.
We're both excited to read it, especially her.
Yeah. It's a little smaller, but I was hoping for a bigger book, because this will take me like literally an hour and a half to read. But
the fact that they have a book like that is really awesome.
I really, really, really hope they make more.
Mm-hmm. Especially for the live-action Beauty and the Beast coming out next year that we're really looking forward to.
This was our literal first purchase of everything at the. We got to the resort and we were headed to the beach. We rented a car headed to Cocoa Beach, and we realized that we didn't have a bag to carry all our stuff in. So
we're really intelligent.
Yeah. Don't do that, guys, unless you really want a bag. They had some others that were a little more like a canvas tote bag.
Yeah. They all were really nice.
They were really nice, but we didn't need anything that fancy. And this one was just so cute, and it was only $5.
Yeah, $5. It was a steal. We were really excited.
And it's just a reusable shopping bag, and it just has a really cool print on it.
And we got this. We stay at the All-Star Movies Resort, so we got it at the gift shop there.
Shop. It was other places.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it at the Emporium as well.
Yeah, it's really good material, and it has all the scenes from like Bambi and Dumbo and all the other movies that nobody really has on things anymore. Yeah, it was just really cute. Oh, The Amazing Goofy.
Even more Goofy.
Love my Goofy. But yeah, it was only $5, which we were actually really shocked by. Because we were like, this is our first purchase. It's going to be like $20. And she was like, that'll be $4.95. And we're like, great.
It was a steal. We were really happy about that one. It got full of sand at the beach.
Yeah, so we had to dump it out. Sorry, mousekeeping. This we got for a friend. It is a little Mickey antenna topper. It says Walt Disney World. You can get these everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Literally, if you are in line to purchase something at any store, they have like keychains, pens, and these.
We got this on our way heading back to Indiana.
Yeah, we got this at the airport.
Disney store in the Orlando airport.
$5.95 for the antenna topper.
And they usually have a deal on the antenna toppers. You can get like 2 for $8 or something like that.
Yeah, and they have more detailed ones than that, but the person he's a simple kind of man, so he doesn't need a fancy Mickey. We got this in, again, that Hollywood Studios big store.
I think it's called Legends.
Legends?
That might be it. It's got a big neon Pluto up top.
You can't miss it. It's literally just going to be the first store that you're probably going to walk into.
Walk in on the left.
It's $14.95. We can never find pens at our house. We have like 3 that circulate around, and I always
usually end up getting eaten up by our couch, so we're just let's just get some more pens.
They're $14.95, and so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Which isn't bad.
And it's like the Fab Five plus Daisy, because I don't think she's normally in there. But no Minnie Mouse. Oh, no, there she is. Okay. There she is. I lied. Just kidding. I expected Mickey to be red, but I guess he's yellow. But they're really cute, and they're just clicky pens, which is great, because we don't have to remember to put the cap back on.
Because we're lazy.
But it's $14.95, and for like the regular pens that you would get, sometimes those are like $6 or $7. So this is kind of a steal. I did get one of those pens that I will show you later because it's cute.
Because it's Pluto and you had to have it.
It is Pluto and I had to have it. But $14.95 for these actually isn't that bad. The next thing I'm going to show you was something that I knew that I had to have. I am a huge Star Wars nerd. You can build your own lightsaber at Tatooine Traders in Hollywood Studios.
I think that's the gift when you come out of Star Tours. I think that's that gift shop.
Yeah, and I thought there was some other Star Wars shops, but Tatooine Traders is the only place you can build your own lightsaber. There's one in downtown Disney Springs that I think we saw.
I think it was in the World of Disney. I think it was in the World of Disney.
Oh wait, no.
No.
It was in Tomorrowland.
Oh, Tomorrowland, that makes sense.
Tomorrowland. It was as you get off of Space Mountain, I think.
Oh, yes. Yep, in there.
But they have the choice of, this looks blue, but it's purple. They have purple, red, green, and blue.
She's Mace Windu.
I'm Mace Windu.
Samuel L. Jackson in the house.
And you get to pick whatever pieces you want. I wanted all black, but in order for me to have this long black piece, I had to have this one because this was the only size that would fit on there. So I don't really like this piece particularly, but it made all the rest of it happen.
Why don't you demonstrate for us?
I will. It's not just like one of those cheapy lightsabers that you get at Walmart but don't do anything. Like, it literally...
And it makes the sounds.
If I can find the button.
It lights up.
Also, you can't cover up the button. So all the pieces have to fit together so you can get the button uncovered. That was one thing that I had to get this for.
And make sure when you get it, they're sticklers about this. You cannot open this in the park.
Yeah, it has to have tape. There is tape on this end right here.
They will get angry at you.
They did get angry with me. This lady was like, ma'am, you can't take the tape off. We have to come back in here and put more tape on. And I was like, well, nobody told me that, but okay.
So just so you know.
But it's just on these ones. Like the ones that they sell for the...
like the Phantasmic.
The Phantasmic and how to Jedi training or whatever.
Yeah.
Those don't matter. But
if they're just one piece, this one unfolds.
Yeah, this one is longer. But again, it's going to be a nice one. Because it makes all the noises.
Yeah, keep that away from me. You're going to cut my arm off.
Yeah. I love this. And this was $24.95, so $26.58 with tax.
Which I thought was going to be a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I was expecting like 30-something at least. I will say that sometimes they get stuck and you just kind of have to twist them. Don't push on it, otherwise you'll break it. They have this, and then you can do a single... This is a single, or a single deluxe, which has the things like Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
Oh,
or
yeah,
you can do
that
a
ends
double,
like that.
like Darth Maul, or
Yep.
a double deluxe. So this was the least expensive option, and I think it's
But
like...
that's all you wanted, though.
Yeah, this is all I wanted. I think it's like $10 more to get the deluxe.
Oh, is that the
Or
like
maybe
Kylo
it's
Ren's
like
with the...
$5 more, but it's going to be red. So unless you want a red lightsaber, I wouldn't get the deluxe, because I just think it looks weird. But if you're a child and that's what your little heart desires, then you go right ahead.
for it. Hollywood Studios, this was our first time to Hollywood Studios. This was so cool. Like, we're just walking around, like, seeing stormtroopers just walk by with Captain Phasma in front.
She was cool.
If you've seen the most recent Star Wars movie, you know what I'm talking about.
She'll be
really
walking
cool.
through, and if you're in her way, she'll go, out of my way, and keep marching. And it is the coolest thing ever. I do not mind getting yelled at by her. These we got at Legends.
That's the same. We just
Legends.
got everything there in Hollywood Studios.
And this was a more Star Wars themed store, so maybe the other one wasn't called Legends.
I think there might have been a Star Wars store on Sunset Boulevard, the street you turn onto where the Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster is. I think it may have been there.
Yeah.
We didn't really keep track of our Hollywood Studio stores, so they kind of all look the same.
Yeah, they literally all looked the same. But these, I got 2 Star Wars things because I was at Hollywood Studios. I wanted to get a lot of Star Wars things. But, like, a lot of the shirts, I mean, I already have some Star Wars stuff, and I already have a Star Wars blanket, so I didn't need that. But they did have these really super cool-looking luggage tags.
Which you put
say
right
Star
on your
Wars on it.
suitcase.
I did. And
It came in handy when we landed back in
I'll
Indy.
cover up our information here, but it says Star Wars in the bottom, and then it's Darth Vader's face. And nothing says this is not your luggage, this is mine, than a Darth Vader luggage tag. Because we were like, yep, definitely our luggage.
There's nothing as worse than waiting on the luggage carousel to try and find your luggage and to see it differently from all the other luggage.
Never buy black luggage.
No.
Everybody's luggage was black.
Yeah.
So...
Luckily ours was
Yeah.
like tan and like olive colored and all that, so
Yeah,
that helped.
off
But
colors.
that definitely will make it stick
And this
out.
was only $8.95.
Not too bad.
And it's like a good material. It almost feels kind of leathery, so it's not like the silicone plastic that's gonna break or rip on you. And then I got this, and I saw this and felt all the feels. It is from the end scene of Return of the Jedi, and it has Anakin.
They revamped Return of the Jedi because
And
it has
Yoda.
Hayden Christensen as Anakin on there.
Why do I not remember this guy's name? I'm the worst Star Wars fan ever. What's his name?
Oh, Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan.
Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible person. Okay.
She's more of a Star Wars than I am. How did I get that?
I would like
Zoom in
to
on it so you can see it.
let the reader understand that this is not a very good picture of him.
It's not. You're right.
So, while that does make me a terrible Star Wars fan, this doesn't really look like him. But they had t-shirts with this on it, but I just wanted the magnet. And this was, it says red, but I actually do remember the price. It was $9.99.
If you're picking out like jewelry or something like that, they'll have like
Keychains.
Keychains, yeah. They'll have
Pins.
different colors. They'll have like a red tag, a yellow tag.
Yeah.
And the price corresponds to what that color of tag is. So
Like
just be aware of that.
this Tigger, he's a magnet. He was a red. We got him as we got off the Winnie the Pooh ride.
She's a big Winnie the Pooh fan.
100 Acre Goods, I think, is the store
Yes.
name. He was red, so he was $9.99, and he is falling. He is adorable, and he's super soft, and he's magnetic. So I saw some of these sticking on, like, as you look at the side of the magnet spinners, they had them just, like, hanging on for dear life, and I think that's adorable, so I might do that.
She's a big Winnie the Pooh fan. If you're looking for a character meal to do,
Springy tail.
we definitely recommend the one at the Crystal Palace of Magic Kingdom. And do the breakfast, because you actually get in. One is the cheapest of the 3, but you also get in before the Magic Kingdom even opens. So you get some great pictures of the castle, of Main Street. Before the park's even crowded, you have everyone go to either the Crystal Palace or the Royal Table up in
And
the
the
castle.
food is really great. Like,
Yes.
it's not just like the normal food you get at your resort,
normal
like
breakfast
Mickey
buffet.
Waffles or whatever. You can't
It
get
is
those
really
there.
good.
But I had, like, corned beef hash for breakfast.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And all the characters come to your
Omelet
table.
bar.
Yep. Yeah.
Stuffed French toast things.
It was Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. So, I mean, I know Winnie the Pooh isn't really, like, it's kind of more of our generation kind of characters, but if you're looking for a character breakfast, your kids are going to enjoy it. Like, I love Tigger was really fun when he took his picture with me.
And when you meet the Winnie the Pooh characters in the park at Pooh's Thoughtful Spot, all you get, not that that's not enough, but all you're going to get to meet is Pooh and Tigger. So if
You
you
won't get
want
Piglet
to
or
meet
Eeyore.
Eeyore or Piglet, I would definitely do the character breakfast. I think it was like 25 or 30 per.
It's 30 per for the breakfast. So when you're doing the lunch or the dinner, it's going to be more. But it was 30 per person before
and for
tax.
the first 2 hours at the park, it felt like we were the only people there because we got in so early. Because after we left breakfast, we were just able to do whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
We got on Pirates of the Caribbean in 2 minutes. Guys.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean in 2 minutes, and we went straight to Mine Train. We only had to wait 15 maybe at the most, which isn't that bad. Yeah.
Which Mine Train is amazing. I definitely recommend that new ride.
Mm-hmm.
We got this umbrella at the same store. Mickey's of Hollywood. That's the name of the store we've been talking about in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I think the Legends one is the one on Sunset Boulevard.
The Legends one is one with all the Star Wars stuff.
And this one was on the Hollywood
And this was
Boulevard.
$19.95. It's an umbrella, and it has Mickey all over it. I knew I wanted the Mickey umbrella because we only have one umbrella. And
It rains a lot.
It
rains a lot in Indiana. The weather can change every 5 seconds.
I'm going to open it up because I'm not superstitious, so you can see how adorable this is.
Look how, yeah, that's awesome. Look at that.
It's just adorable. And I think we did end up using this.
Yeah, we did when the day we were leaving and it rained all day. One of Florida's days that rains all day.
A push button, so you push the button again, it goes back in, so you don't have to fight with it or anything. But yeah, the day we left,
it
we
literally rained all day.
Because we wanted to walk around and take pictures of our resorts.
We felt bad for all the people going to the parks.
Oh my gosh, it was a torrential downpour.
All day.
All day. I'm trying to close this. The thing that I was really looking forward to finding that I found and then didn't buy and then they didn't have it at Hollywood Studios was they have the coolest Star Wars t-shirts they all have the little Mickey Mouseketeer hats on, and they had one that had stormtroopers all over it with the little Mouseketeer Mickey ear hats, and it was the cutest thing ever, and I didn't buy it, and not that it ruined my vacation, but I was definitely like, dang it. Because I didn't see those anywhere else other than the Disney Springs store and Emporium. Because they didn't have them in Hollywood Studios, of all places. Maybe when they make Star Wars Land.
Man, you don't realize how much you actually get until you do one of these hauls. I'm looking down here like, how much more do we have?
We have a few more things. This we got at these two things.
That was in Tomorrowland, I believe.
It's called Mickey Star Traders.
That's in Tomorrowland.
It's, I believe, after you get off of Space Mountain. And this is that Pluto pen I was talking to you about.
It has the little floppy ears. Look at that.
It's so cute. And they've had these forever. You will be able to find these everywhere. This pen was $6.99. So what I was saying about that pack of pens we got being $14.99, this one pen was $7. And they have deals where you can buy several for a cheaper price. But it's definitely worth it if you find a pack of pens that you really like. And this, it's a tumbler, and it has Stitch.
Because everybody loves Stitch.
Licking the inside. And I saw this on a haul and knew I wanted it also. And this was $17.95, and it's really,
it's sturdy.
It's sturdy plastic, and it comes with its own straw that is also very sturdy.
It'd be great for your running as well.
Yeah, it's adorable, and I had to have it. It's the only Stitch thing I got, surprisingly.
They have Stitch everything else, though. They have, giant Stitch plushies.
I always felt so happy for the kids that were walking around with the Stitch that was too big for their little body to carry it. I'm like, you go. You go. This is a keychain I got. It is a red, so it was $9.99, but we got this at the Hollywood Studio store. That name I already forgot.
I think it was the one on Hollywood Boulevard.
Mickey's of Hollywood.
Yep.
And it reminded me of the little Mickey balloons that they have.
That you can get on Main Street at the Magic Kingdom, which you got one.
I totally got one.
Really obnoxious.
I got a green one, and it was obnoxiously large. I will say, do not get that, and do not buy a whole bunch of stuff until you know you have done all the rides that you want to do that go upside down.
Yep.
If you're in Hollywood Studios, do not buy a balloon and then try to get on Rock and Roller Coaster, because it does not let out at the same place that you get on at. So they cannot hold it for you.
It's also a good thing to maybe get one of those balloons toward the end of your day. Like when you got the balloon, and then we watched the
Illuminations.
No, we weren't at Epcot. It's the projection show on the castle, which the name escapes me. But we got a balloon, and then you watched it. You can't get.
Is it not Illuminations?
That's at Epcot, but you can get a light up balloon as well that goes along with the show. I think those were 15.
The big balloon was 12. I want to say.
The big ones are 12. The light up ones are 15.
Speaking on going of roller coasters, though, if you have bags of stuff, if you have a bag and it's like one of those drawstring bags, put your legs through the straps when you're going on a roller coaster.
We did that for Space Mountain.
And make sure it's closed all the way. We did that for Space Mountain, Rock and Roller Coaster, and then you don't have to worry about it and just shove everything in there. Pro tip.
We've been playing for this for a year and a half. We got a lot of pro tips.
I knew I wanted this. I actually collect these kind of cups, like collector.
Once again, nerd.
For instance, can you grab me that one right over there? I got this one in I think like 2009 at Magic Kingdom, and I still have it. It says Walt Disney World. I got it at Magic Kingdom, so I collect all these weird souvenir cups, like at every theme park I go to. This is the only one I found, and it was in Pixar Place of all places.
The Hey Howdy Hey Takeaway right across from Toy Story Midway.
Yeah, so the fact that it says Star Wars makes no sense to me whatsoever. But the cup was $9.99. To get a drink in it was $11.99. But it has a handle. It was actually pretty handy. A handle and it's handy. Is that why they say that? The more you know. I will say, if you are going to get a drink and you want to just be able to refill it, just refill it in the sink.
Yeah.
Or one of the water fountains. Or get water at a quick service restaurant and fill this baby
Or
up.
if you're on the meal plan like us, normally, if you're at your resort, you get these.
Or you could bring that with you.
Refill mug. I did not get purple. This is hers.
Yeah.
But the refill mugs, you can use that and then get a bottled water at your resort and take that bottled water with you into the park so you can refill that. Since you already paid for the meal plan, you're
not paying
you want to get your money's worth out of it.
This is.
We're just full of pro tips today.
Yeah. We got these for a friend because she jokingly told me to buy her some ears before we left, and I was like,
all right.
I don't think I won't.
All right, we'll buy some ears.
We could not find Minnie Mouse ears that were not
youth.
That were just the soft ones.
They all said
youth.
So if you're a kid,
yeah, you are set. But these are the only adult Minnie Mouse ears we can find, and they're actually the sequin ones.
And they're everywhere.
$32.95, literally everywhere.
Yeah. We ended up getting this to Hollywood Studios on our last day, but they literally are everywhere.
We kind of held out hope that we would find some of the soft, fuzzy ones. Not that we don't think she would like these, but we just...
There is literally a whole section at the World of Disney store in Disney Springs of just these.
Yeah. They have a Minnie Mouse section.
So you will find them everywhere if you really are in the market for some ears. I got mine, I didn't really want to wear the headband ears,
I tried wearing, I tried on a pair because they had some that were like leopard print and stuff, which I thought you could only get at Animal Kingdom, but you can get them at a kiosk right next to the Carpets of Aladdin in Adventureland. But I tried putting them on, and I just felt like they were going to fall off. I must have a tiny
it was between this hat, and then they also have other hats that are go cover your whole head in that elastic. There's a Buzz Lightyear one. Since I'm a big Toy Story fan, I considered getting that, but once again, I have a big head, so it didn't really fit.
Yeah, I almost got the Tangled one because it was the only one that had the little sun.
It had a really long ponytail,
and it
long
had
hair
the
at the
sun
end
on
of
it,
it too.
but it had the weird braid of hair.
You weren't a fan.
I'm not a fan of that.
Is this the last thing?
These are the last things. We got these in Frontierland at the Christmas shop.
Ye Old Christmas shop.
Ye Old Christmas
in Liberty
shop.
Square, I believe.
And they had tons of Christmas ornaments. Literally anything you could want. This is one of the other only Tangled things I found. And it is an ornament, and it is sparkly, and it is Rapunzel.
We like Christmas.
I love Christmas ornaments. And we knew we wanted ornaments going into this. So
Our
this
two
was
favorite things, Christmas and Disney.
$19.95, so not bad for an ornament.
You can get a Hallmark ornament for about that price.
And they wrap these up for you, but if you don't want to carry them around and you are staying at a resort and you know you're not going to check out the next day,
right?
They will send it to your resort and you can pick it up.
And it was super convenient. We just had them send it to our resort. We picked it up the next day after we got back from Hollywood Studios. Super convenient.
Yeah, and it's free.
And another thing too, if you for example, we were going to check out the day after we were at Hollywood Studios, so we couldn't use send it to the front. We couldn't send it to our resort, but we sent it to the front of the park. If you're going to be in the park at least 3 hours after you buy your merchandise, you can go pick it up at the front of the park. They'll give you a green ticket. You can go pick that up at the front of the park, so you don't have to carry it.
It'll look like this.
Yep, it'll look exactly like that, and it's super convenient. We did that right before we waited in line for Fantasmic to get it.
And they will let you go through the bag to make sure everything's in it, so you're not going to get ripped off or anything.
Disney serves it and treats you really well.
This was, where's the price? $19.95 also. So that must just
Probably
be a
all
thing.
1995.
101 Dalmatians, because I did not see any other 101 Dalmatians things there.
All the things she liked, she couldn't find.
But I did see this one in a haul, and I loved it. Well, I did find a lot of the things I liked. But, like I said, there was a severe lack of Rapunzel merchandise, which they probably had more when the movie first came out.
Except for the random Rapunzel bathrooms at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, you can go pee in Rapunzel's tower.
But you can't get any merchandise.
But you can't buy anything that has the cute little sun thing on it.
Now this one was a little bit more because we got it customized randomly, but that's okay. It said Merry Christmas.
We picked it up. It's $19.95 normally, but when we picked it up,
extra
$6. It said Merry Christmas on it already.
$3 I think per word.
So they had already personalized it. They had these non-personalized, but we were like, no, that's adorable. Please leave that on there.
And because of my Toy Story,
it is the alien, and he has Mickey's Phantasmic or Fantasia hat.
Sorcerer hat. Yep.
Sorcerer hat.
Isn't that great?
And it has the little pixie dust on it, and it says Merry Christmas, and it is adorable. And he's $19.95 normally, but
we saved his life, and he's eternally grateful.
He really is. But I believe that is all. If you guys have any questions, just comment below.
This is only like our second video we posted, so I mean, we're not. But for sure, we gave you a lot of pro tips. We did go through a Disney travel agent through Mickey Travel. She's exceptional.
Definitely do that.
Definitely do that. It's completely free.
A time saver, and it is.
But you do also have a lot of freedom to plan. Like, you know, they can help you recommend stuff.
They don't plan everything. You tell them what you want, and they
like
do
your
it.
dining reservations, your fast passes, all of that. You can plan that out, and they can book those for you. Super convenient. But we do. I mean, you've been to Disney multiple times. I helped plan this, so we can hopefully answer some of your questions. If not, we can refer you to someone who will know them.
I will say they are the people that are on the phone at 6 o'clock in the morning getting your dining reservations. So unless you want to be that person that wants to do that, or if you really feel comfortable eating lunch at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, definitely go through. Mickey Travels is the one we went through.
Especially the fast passes, they can be kind of weird with the hour windows and all that. They can help you through that.
So if they know your itinerary, they'll work around that. That's another thing that made our trip amazing is our itinerary. We got to do everything we wanted to do, but we had time to do things that we didn't know we wanted to do, like meet every single character that we walked in.
by.
I also got this from my grandma. This was not from a Disney store. Is it
an Alex and Ani?
It's not an Alex and Ani, actually, because the Alex and Anis are too big for my little baby wrists. Can you see that?
Zoom in a little bit more. Oops, sorry.
It's gold and sparkly.
We have one of those cheap cameras.
Yeah. And then on the back it says Never Stop Dreaming. And she actually got this at the store called Bell's in Florida. And it actually fits my wrist. And I have no idea how much this was, but it was adorable. And it was a Disney souvenir, so I had it belonged in the hall.
So I hope this was helpful for you all. I know we planned this for a year and a half. We were able to do everything that we wanted to do. We got mostly everything that we wanted to get. So I hope this was helpful for you. You can comment at the bottom. I think we may have our contact info in there somewhere on our YouTube channel.
If not, you can ask us for it.
Absolutely.
Within reason. Don't ask for my phone number.
Yeah. So hopefully this will help you out, and have a magical day.